And we're live.
Wow,
So-
man, I really didn't expect you to say that about.
They make great food. Great food. I know you don't like it, but they make great food.
Oh,
That's how you turn it around.
oh wow!
That's how you turn it around.
Oh goodness! Oh wow! That taco salad, man! Wow.
I did make.
Listen, I spend like $30 a week on Mexican food, at least.
That doesn't make you not racist. It just
No, I didn't say that. I just say I spend a lot of money on Mexican food.
You're just reaffirming it.
No, Matt, you should tomorrow. I should bring you some of that pork steak chili that I made yesterday because it is like.
That was you. It smelled. I was like sitting outside. I'm like, someone's making something delicious.
that cultural appropriation, though. If you're making Mexican food.
Only if you're wearing the sombrero.
No, but yes, that was me.
Okay, before I get my
Only eat cheeseburgers, macaroni and cheese, and beer.
That's straight up what I had for lunch today.
My doctor gave me 3 years to live, but I'm all American, baby.
My doctor says I'm past the calendar date.
You are too German to live. Your body will.
My doctor said I look like a out-of-date gallon of milk.
Oh, anyways,
Okay, so you guys had moved to the sewer. They're above the or not above, but they're within the cogs area.
Guys are gonna love it. Got a great.
So you guys already got your stuff together. You guys, Sonnet has begun kind of trying to discern some things. However, she is very limited without all of her other docents as well as her arms. So you guys kind of, I believe, decided to go as well as look into getting Sonnet at least some kind of capability back.
So, can you paint the picture here for me? So, how did she get here without arms? Was it like no point where she didn't like run into a door, or she just like waited for somebody to open the door?
I helped her out, okay? Whenever I could.
Like, there was like a whole period of time where she's like getting to us.
Oh, you didn't ask her.
Okay,
Yeah.
But it did take her a long time to get to you guys, and you guys got the semblance that
Wow,
she
I
was
figured
likely
we would've
hiding
helped
in a
her.
sewer.
No, instead of asking her when she came to the door.
what I did.
Hound her.
Yes, in the defense of all of you, I set a preemptive trap.
Armsless, very messed up and broken Warforged.
Yep.
She had it coming though, right?
Which did no damage to her.
and
I
demoralizing.
mean, like, not even something that has a soul.
Hey, is she
Kind of
giving us
metaphorically kicking her while she's down.
I mean,
And now we're moving her in with us, and we're gonna find her some new parts. Like it was
we
okay.
moved on from that, but she was working
Right, you've
heavily
moved on.
with the suit, and we needed to protect ourselves. We're gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll just trust everybody. And after we got burned by the freaking suits that were like, oh, go to this barber. We're best friends. Just kidding. Kill yourselves. No, fuck those guys. So
Hey, they didn't tell us to kill ourselves. They just killed us.
They just
Okay.
yeah.
All right, so as you guys are conversing over if you were kind or not to Sonnet, she's still kind of in a she's kind of just like leaned up against the wall, like sat down, cross-legged, just kind of like up against the wall. She does ask one of you guys to assist her with wrapping some bandages around her face to just cover up most of the the damaged parts, so she could just keep a more humanoid visage, and then to draw her hood up for her again, as it likely would have fallen. If one of you guys helped her with that, so it's up to you guys.
I will definitely help her with that. Us girls got to stick together.
Okay, so she will be very appreciative of that. So kind of like as like you kind of like are starting to move away to go look towards and look for some items and materials and such. Looking back, it kind of she looks like a mix between almost a broken mannequin and an actual like person just up against this wall, because she's very, very still. So it's kind of unnerving on how like just lack of movement there is with her as she's in her deep thought process. But you guys are making your way out of the sewer. Where are you guys off to first?
Well,
So I think we should go to Nike.
Yeah,
personally.
definitely.
Okay.
We have set up our base of operations, right? In the cogs.
Yeah, you guys have moved. You guys have moved like your.
I was gonna say, can we talk to Sonnet and see possibly if she knows of anywhere where we could, basically, if Nike has the requirement of repair her, or if she knows somewhere else where we might be able to get special parts, or like where we could obtain like a docent or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So as you ask her these questions, you hear you actually hear like a whir kind of calm down. It's almost as if like there might be like some unbalanced parts now within her as well. She'll kind of look up and look towards you, cheeked, and she'll be like, "Ooh, I'll hit the button." Yes. Parts wise, it's going to be a bit more difficult. I'm a bit more specialized than just the standard combat style. However, I can probably be not necessarily molded, but I can't think of the word. Matt can't think of the word. Sometimes I can think of the perfect word. I can easily attach any Warforged parts to myself. So if you then just happen to come across Warforged scrap, I can realistically assist myself and get things back up and going.
How long ago was it that David found that Warforged?
You guys
That was
found
like
it
part.
you guys have actually found two separate Warforges now that were parted. Parted with docents missing.
We gotta start collecting body parts from now on. I mean,
So Tyra found the one where you guys were scouting ahead, and David assisted her in figuring out exactly what type it was. And then you guys had also come across another one. I can't remember where, but you guys have come across two parted Warforges so far.
Was it a Dell?
No, they were one was an HP, the other one was the Lenovo.
Okay. As long as I'm looking for an Acer.
The Death Slashers may have spare parts, considering they have so many Warforged working for them.
Correct, and
or under
they
them, I
kind of
guess.
specialize with that. So it seemed like.
So is Sonnet more like a Mac, or would we call? Is she like?
She's definitely a Mac.
PS5. She's like a PS5.
No, she's like a supercomputer at a college.
Proprietary
at a college.
She's like the computer that put together the image of that black hole.
Made
Probably a PC.
It sounds like you got a crush there. It's like a.
So could we go back down to like the Death Slasher's place and see if they'll trade with them?
Yeah, we probably want to form a little bit of. Go ahead.
Just seeing if
it's up to the party. Oh, I keep interrupting. David, you go ahead.
No worries. Either that, yeah, or if Nike has any connections that isn't Warforged hobo material.
Well, because isn't it real expensive?
It might be. It might be worth just talking to him. Maybe he has places he knows where we could get parts.
What about
like cheaper than
Bundo?
He might know some places in the sewers where like Warforged bodies have been dumped.
Yeah, Bundo would definitely know about that stuff.
But I think if we're gonna go to the Death Slashers, we would need a plan to approach them. Because I don't think they're gonna take visitors lightly, considering they're named Death Slashers.
Yeah, it could also just be like a kind of like a don't fuck with us, we're Death Slashers, but really they're all about scrap. Could just kind of be a.
Orlin, a history check for me, Garth.
Me? All right. Just a second. I don't have a dude in this.
Here, I'll hit it for you.
Hey, BB.
If I remember correctly.
Well,
I don't
you get
know
the semblance that you don't actually remember them doing any like major attacks, to be honest. Like you do remember like a lot of people that they are new and whatnot, and so maybe that's why they haven't like done any kind of attacks on other like infringing gangs, but for the most part they kind of just keep to that little area and their little scrap yards.
Yeah, there's really not been a whole lot of Death Slash scrap. Didn't we like isolate who the leader was from like our reconnaissance?
Theron with his secretary Frank and the half ogre Kroll.
Yeah, the back problems.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we
My sciatica.
maybe we talk to Nike first.
What is a
his
sciatica?
opinion?
Oh, it's different.
Different.
Well, could
Alright,
we
so-
split up and send like 2 people to Nike and 2 people to Bundo?
Well, I can
We-
find Bundo.
you know, Garth, do you think Bundo would be interested in possibly setting his shop up?
We'll see, but I don't. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'll
You
try.
can keep all those child support payments at bay.
Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it does paint a pretty big target on his back, but
That's fair.
but Bundo's gonna Bundo. He's can't stop that. So I don't know if we want to bring that home, but
Bundo's gonna Bundo. I don't understand because I don't know what you mean by that.
Well, I mean, like when one little goblin loves another little goblin, they
We're gonna
They-
have a whole bunch of baby goblins.
yeah.
I
Let me
see.
just put it this way: Bundo fucks. Like you just
He may not look the part, but he plays it well.
I didn't take you for a king shamer, Garth.
Maybe you can warn.
game
Right.
game respects game here. It just
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough.
as you guys are making your way, are you guys going through the sewers or are you guys going above ground?
Whichever way, Garth does not Bundo himself.
I've never. I got 2 little bundles back home. It's not. It's neither here nor there. And I don't think you're using that verb correctly. All right,
I don't think
resent
we
that.
have been speaking common for some time now.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't realize you were some arbiter of language, Garth.
Beep, bop, boop, whatever. Robot.
Hey, you watch your mouth around here, okay?
All right, so you guys are making your way, I guess, to the sewers then?
Yeah, we want to keep a low profile. I think.
All right. So as you guys are moving through, Garth, make a perception check for me if you could. Actually, I'll just throw it at you again.
Always gotta look out for the. Oh, I just did it.
19. As you guys are making your way towards Nike's area down here in the cogs, Garth, you do catch the scent of Bundo.
Yeah. Oh. Got a rank Bundo.
It's a little bit off to the side. It's not directly towards your location. But thank you for letting me know, Mason. I will fix it. But it's kind of just off to the side, but it actually is in the direction that you guys are already heading. You have to take a couple of side sheets to get over to where Bundo likely is.
You hear
But,
Garth, like he's trying to keep a low profile, but he's just whispering Bundo.
All right, so you guys gonna kind of make the little detour there and go towards Bundo?
Yeah.
Seems
Well-
close, I'd say. Yeah, I'd vote for that.
Are we all going? Or are we doing the split party thing?
If it's on the way, we may as well all just kind of stick together.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sunset's
Alright.
like definitely in the back of the group because he's still not entirely sure what Garth. He catches that it was, reproductive in nature, but he's not sure what to expect here. So he's in the back with this Bundo.
I don't think Garth realized it, but I think at some point we might have to explain the birds and the bees to Sunset.
Very likely.
I'm not excited about that.
I'll do it.
Very excited about it.
Leave it to the bard.
So you guys are, as you guys are making your way towards Bundo's current location, because you have a check of 19, Garth, you actually get the sense. You guys are walking, and you can see a small little alcove that kind of cuts in on like the right-hand side. But just as you're kind of like to make the corner to look to the right, you see a little bit of movement and a flash.
Oh shit!
And to the left, And go ahead. I'm gonna have you. This is directly at you, Garth. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no. You're gonna do it. Did he do it? All right.
14. You try to dodge it and you don't quite dodge it. And
Oh, shit.
actually, you think you were to dodge it, but then you see the rock curve and arc and hits you right in the forehead.
Rock. Okay. Oh, it's automatic rocks. Okay, cool.
And you get hit for 3 bludgeoning damage. And you just hear Bunda go, "Gotcha, bitch."
Okay. Oh, you got me. All right, you got me. Business, you decent?
Give me just a sec. And you see him like kind of like moving some stuff. He's like in a strange little like drainage pipe that leads like it's about like 5 feet up, but he's like hiding in there. He might have heard you coming along and like try to hide and then get a sneak attack on you. And he like you see him kind of like move around and then he plops out onto the other side of like the little tiny. It's only like maybe a 2 foot wide little ditch of stream going through. But he pops down on the opposite side. All right, what you need me for? What's up?
You got me good there, Bundle. It takes a little bit to surprise me, man. That was a good job there, little dude.
I don't need him before I threw the rock.
Hey, well, I mean, I can smell you, but I mean, good job. So, hey, word of the wise, the suits are full of shit. We all got double crossed like bad. And for all
Sorry to hear that.
yeah, well, for all intents and purposes, you
We're
didn't
dead.
see us.
Never seen us.
Yeah, exactly. What she said. Yeah, we're dead.
Perfect. That's even better.
Yeah, like I don't want to get into it, but I mean, like we literally died. So here's the second part here. So we're kind of putting together a little bit of a little base of operations down in the cogs, and I mean, I know my way around down there, but we're thinking it might be a little advantageous spot for you to kind of like hide from, whatever's out there looking for you, but also kind of set up shop.
As you're talking and like you keep saying like yeah, and like you kind of lean in and Bondo leans in a bit more, and you guys are like you guys are like super close, like talking, and like Bondo's listening to you. He's listening.
Yeah. So we're like head to head.
Sunset is assuming that they're bondoing right now.
So you died, and now you want to set up shop? Is that and you're offering me
a lot of different steps into that. I mean,
well, obviously, there's the decomposing, there's the revival. I don't need to know. Not my place. Tell you what. I'll be a bit more loosey-goosey, but if you guys can get some walls up and maybe someone to run like the front counter area so I'm not needing to be up front counter area, then sure, I'll take up resident.
As long as you don't bundle the receptionist, if you know what I mean. I mean, that's just
if
not
she's not biologically compatible.
Well,
then
let me
we'll be
go.
fine.
Once we get Sonnet repaired, she could be our front counter person and use that to collect information and do that. So
well, that's the thing, Bundo. I mean, yeah, we got a friend that's of the Warforged persuasion, and
Yeah, I see him.
Well, not just that one. I mean, he's got all the parts. We got
You've got more than one. That's impressive.
Yeah. Well, she's missing a couple parts, and so if you could source some of that, I know that's not your patch wind of like some parts out there in the wild. That would be that'd be appreciated. Because, like, I mean, we may have died, but we did kind of actually make a little bit of a windfall. So we can make things happen for you.
Oh, good. Well, I don't have a whole lot of experience with Warforged repair, and I'll be all kind of like medicinal potion drink. I don't know what they call it. That they use. Maybe someone with the more of the mechanical expertise would know more about it than I would. No. I got some other things though. Hold on. And you see him like pull out a small bag and goes, I got he kind of like sets some stuff up. Actually, sorry, he doesn't set stuff up. He just kind of keeps it in his bag. He pulls his bag over his shoulder and kind of opens it up. And inside is like, I got he pulls out like a fistful of like a whole bunch of tiny baggies that are all filled with either like a really pale dust. Some of the dust is like a pale blue. Another one's a pale pink, and then another one is a pale yellow. It's like, I got a bunch of dust here, all different kinds.
Shit over there.
I snort it. I'm just kidding.
Hold on, you gotta pay. This stuff is it's one-time use, but you gotta pay to get it. And I also got this salve, kind of useful. I guess I need to tell you what they are. Okay, hold on. And you see him like not sure what to do like with all the, like these items. Like, okay, well he puts the little tiny. It's like little tiny. It's almost like the small little like self like finger apply lip balm things for salves. And he just like kind of sticks one back in his pocket, and he pulls out the blue dust that he has. Is like, this is dust of disappearance. Sprinkle it on something, and it disappears. It only lasts for about an hour, but it's like you can sprinkle it on a person, you can sprinkle it on a thing, and it'll just turn invisible. It does wash off, so don't use it in the rain, which obviously it kind of rains a lot down here because of the piss and shit that comes down.
Yeah, but it's not really rain, but you know.
But I have this. On the dust of disappearance, don't eat it. Okay, don't eat it. Next, dust of dryness. Throw this on some water. Like one thingy will be able to swallow up 5 gallons of 50 gallons of water. And then it'll turn all into like a little pellet. And then you can throw that pellet and it breaks, and then a whole bunch of 50 gallons of water just appears. Very cool. Don't eat it.
Holy shit. Talk about projectile vomit.
Well, if you eat it before, like, as it's still a dust, it saps all the fluid out of you. It turns you into a mummy. Like a dried out.
Like, murder someone with.
If you really want them to die a horrible death. Yes.
I can think of a few people.
We were
bad death.
How many of these do you have?
I got a couple of bags of each. Hold on.
Bundo,
Last one.
Is that like a good way to kill like your worst enemy? Someone that might have like murdered you recently?
I mean, it depends on how good their constitution is, how much blood they got. Some people just have a bunch of exhaustion levels. Depends on how much they eat. So.
King, ace, jack, gesture, diamond. Do you have 5?
Hold on. I have a hard time counting and keeping RP and shit in my head very well. So give me one moment while I explain the rest of the stuff. The last bag, the yellow bag, is sneezing and choking. Throw this in someone's face, and they won't stop sneezing and gasping for air for like 15 minutes. It like really severely incapacitates someone.
So do that and then chuck them in the river.
If you throw it at someone who has asthma, they might die. Don't eat it. None of these are like sprinklings for like donuts and shit. All right. The last jackass that tried it, well, just don't eat it. And he puts the dust back. He then pulls out the salve again from his pocket, and looking at the bottle, he's crudely drawn like a cat's eye on it. He's like, this is it's Cat's Eye South. He opens it up, and it looks like it kind of looks like animal fat with actual like cat hairs in it. It looks nasty. And then but it's like been crudely dyed black, and he looks says like, oh shit, I didn't mix this one up all the way. Hold on. He pulls out another one, opens it up, and this one's been mixed, and it's like this gray kind of like a dark gray, and you can still see like hair fibers in it. So this is Cat's Eye Self. You take it, get a little on your finger, and you rub it beneath your eyes like so. Dark vision.
Okay,
Helps those who can't see in the night and the dark very well. It gives them dark vision. If you can already see in the dark, it makes a dark vision better. Don't stare at the sun with this stuff on. Or bright lights. It's not like real dark vision. Like it's just like permanent. Really hurts your eyes if you like get shined in the eyes with it.
2 questions, Bunda. How long does that last, and how many times could I use it before I need to buy more from you?
There's about 5 doses per vial. Lasts for an hour. 1 dose lasts for an hour.
Good to know.
Yeah, I like that. How much is that?
Cat's Eye Salve is. Let me pull up the PDF real quick. As he suddenly changes to a more humanoid male voice.
I'm just thinking like you could also torture someone with that, like knock them out, put it on their eyes, and then like when they wake up, just like shine light in their eyes. And anyways,
Hey,
I like the way
You guys
think,
are pretty
Tyra.
pissed off. It sounds like whoever killed you really
we
pissed you off.
didn't we buy all those torches? Those
Yeah.
You bought all of my torches. Yes.
yeah, I
you did.
bought all those torches, so we got some dark vision kind of covered, but you know,
You got they give a bright light up to 30 feet, or is it 20 feet? I can't remember. Bright light up to 1, and then double that for dim light. If you want to hold on to something, if you want to keep both hands active, the Cat's Eye stuff works well too. I'm just saying. For each thing of the Cat's Eye Salve, you're looking at. Give me a sec. 45 gold pieces each.
Everybody has 815 gold from our heist, by the way. If you haven't added that already.
I have not.
Minus,
I'll add that right now.
minus 16 for setting up camp in the cogs. So you have 799
Got it.
to what you already have.
oh, I thought I added it. So 700.
You did. You already added yours in your sheet.
It
Tyra.
didn't pop up into my one that's here on.
I didn't update everybody's sheet on this yet. I'm sorry.
So then I'll go put it into the D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
I
just
think
keep on D&D
I just-
Beyond, and then I'll update it. Once combat starts or something like that happens, I'll update the sheets in Foundry.
I'll take another 3 gold pieces for giving Sonnet like her own setup, basically. I think that's what I did.
Yeah, there's another 3 for her. So,
Cool.
so yeah. So the Cat's Eye Salve.
Yeah, David, you still have that gold piece that I threw.
Who does?
Oh yeah.
David, I'm pretty sure wouldn't pick that up at the blacksmith shop.
You're right. He did.
The one that I threw that got me KO'd.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's 45 for the Cat's Eye Salve.
25 for the Cat's Eye Salve.
25?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just removed 25 gold for that.
All right, and each jar has 5 doses. So
I'll take one too.
okay. So yeah, go ahead and subtract that. I believe I did add these as well to. I think I added Cat's Eye Salve to D&D Beyond. If you guys want to add it there, I'll double check.
I didn't.
You know what? I'll also take one.
There's an insect repellent. Oh, would it be under custom items? No.
Sorry about
I
my
did not add Cat's Eye. I lied.
cat's litter
I
box.
added the Oh, that's what I did. I added the Felnite rocks, and I added the other stuff, the demonic muffin and the Felnite rock, and the sleeping sap. I added. I'll have to add. I thought I added that, but I didn't.
Which one was the one that would desiccate you to death?
Dust of Dryness.
Okay.
The dusts. He is selling a bag of those. That small little baggie, which is like one. I think there's. Hold on. It's whatever the dust of disappearance is for the rest of them. I think these are actually in the game. All of these are.
Dust of dryness, yeah.
So there's 1d6 plus 4. So let me roll the d6 here. Six. So we'll say for each one of these bags on the Dust of Dryness, there are 6 throws. The Dust of Disappearance is you have to use the whole bag per like throw, but it's basically it's within 10 feet of wherever you throw it. So if you throw it above yourself, it's a 10 feet 10-foot circle around you. Will become invisible for, I guess for here it says 2d4 minutes. I said an hour. We'll keep it at an hour because that's what I told you.
So are we all gonna like put in a little bit of gold for that Dust of Dryness in case the opportunity comes to use it on our wonderful friends?
Yeah, how much did that cost?
Yeah, I'll throw down.
Hold on. Sorry, I have 2 keyboards and 2 mice, and sometimes I forget which ones I need to use. The Dust of Dryness costs 120 gold pieces per bag.
For 6 uses?
Dust of Dryness has 6 uses, yeah.
So that's 30 gold each. Wait, no. Yeah, 30 gold each.
Between 4, yeah. If Khalil wants to throw down, that is. I don't think he
For the
said.
Dust of Dryness?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right. I'm throwing down 30.
same.
Dust of Disappearance is 300 gold for a bag.
Nah.
Ah,
You know,
I don't
So-
know. That was.
I thought you were about to go into Lion King there.
I don't know.
So wait,
how long does the dust of disappearing? How long did you say that lasts for?
Less than an hour. So it's basically it's invisibility for everyone and everything within 10 feet of you, as long as it doesn't get washed off for an hour.
And that has how many uses?
It's just 1 use per bag, so it's 300 gold per use.
I will buy it.
Okay.
Let me add that here.
So that is
So-
in D&D Beyond. The time frame is different. That's an hour.
Is it like
Which
normal
ones, remember?
invisibility, like where if you attack or cast a spell?
No, this is like greater invisibility.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
So long as
Well,
the
it's mine
stuff
now.
does not get knocked off of you. So like a failed save on like a gust of wind, or a
What if I were to
or, like,
apply
water
it and
hitting
then
you?
put my clothes on?
Then, well, as long as your clothes are not hit by whenever you apply the dust, then you'd look like the Invisible Man. You'd be invisible within your clothes.
Oh, you're right. Fair.
Because it turns everything invisible within a certain radius. Basically, whatever the dust touches, whenever you pull the drawstring on the bag, it goes a little. Will turn invisible. So it's like a greater invisibility for an hour for everyone and everything within a 10-foot diameter circle.
So that's like, I could get all of us.
Yeah.
One back can hit
That's
everybody,
why I
and it'll
bought
last
it.
for an hour.
I'll pitch in for that.
How much?
I'll pitch in half.
Okay. Well, then I'll add 150 back to my
It's 300 gold
monies.
for the bag. So
Cool. All right. I do have it added, Khalil. So unless you want it in your inventory, it doesn't really matter.
Nah, I'm pretty much invisible and in the dark, anyways. But like party wise, yeah, I think that's fucking clutch.
Okay, did he have any leads on where to get sonnet parts?
he didn't. He did suggest finding someone who's more mechanically savvy
So
Okay,
nice,
to
I'm sure.
find them.
Hey, did you ever know a guy named Nick? Little kobold, mechanically minded, little condescending.
He's the artificer, right?
Yeah.
You mean Nick? You mean Nike?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've bumped heads. In fact, I would probably suggest you go speak to him on the Warforged stuff.
Well,
He'd know more about that.
What I'm saying is, like, how do you guys get on? Like if he would set up shop next to you, I'm just hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm his I don't know. He'd probably be the same boat, so as long as he can have his own little kind of separate area. He probably wouldn't mind having a person up front, but he likes to do stuff up front too. You'd have to talk with him. Be attached to his place, his little shack. Literally, it's a shack. Have you seen it? It doesn't have a roof in some places.
Yeah, everybody was complaining about like how stinky it was to get there. I mean, it's just kind of like
I mean, it's going to be stinky to get down to the sewer too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Unless you clean up the pathway a bit.
I mean, after a while, you just don't smell it anymore. It's just kind of like,
Garth,
part of your musk.
that's just you. Okay.
Yeah, humans and other creatures like.
I've got to disagree with you hard on this one, Garth.
For someone that works in a nursing home, like you would know that the smell does go away, but
Not a nursing home, independent living center. Thank you.
Okay, sorry.
They're still active members of society, so
Wow, I can't believe you just
Unbelievable
went there, Garth.
ageist.
Wow.
All right. But yeah, I think you'd probably just have to ask him for more information. We're not like on a weekly conversation basis. Every now and then I need something to like hold something in, and every now and then he needs something to liquefy something else. He's got some strange shit always cooking up.
Oh yeah, no, I was just checking to make sure you hadn't had any sort of like interpersonal issues.
No, we never got close like that. He's not my type.
Well, I mean,
I whispered to
I'm a bit
Sunset. This
confused.
dude really does fuck.
Sunset kind of.
Anyways, can I do anything else for you guys, or?
No, thank you so much, Bundo. Hopefully we can work with you more in the future if you want to move to our little complex.
All right. Well, you see him like bend down and he grabs the rock that hit you in the face. Garth. He's like, I could probably make that again. He puts that in his pocket too. Well, I best be off and get back to my stuff that's currently clogging up a drain pipe. You see him, he hops back over. What was that, David?
We wish you the best with your bundoing.
You see him like crawl up through the hole and he kind of disappears through the little sewer hole. You guys
Garth, I gotta say, that dude fucking rules.
yeah, he's not bad.
I heard that. As you hear echo through the pipe.
I'm still gonna beat the shit out of you for that rock, Bundo. Don't worry about that.
Payback. That was payback. He's got a little ways on the pipe.
He just goes around the pipe and then listens.
He's just hiding behind his little bag.
Come in, you creepy little fuck.
if we gossip before.
He's just giggling.
Desperately waiting for Garth to leave.
I love that guy. I love that little guy. I'm gonna beat him to death one of these days, but I just can't get enough.
You know, Garth, I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, like in my culture, it's just kind of,
Yeah, well, I think the whole cultural thing kind of stops when people's lives end.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I mean, it's just like that's a good death. Everyone was laughing.
Towards night.
It's good death. And we all remember it. So he never dies.
Yeah, but he will be dead, and he's
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
turning to be a pretty good friend of ours.
I
I've enjoyed
almost
our
killed him
experience
last
with him.
time.
This seems to be a theme with merchants vending services to us. Garth, are you going to hurt or kill them all?
Bundo, I think we moved past that, but
So as you guys are debating what a honorable death is and if it's okay to kill your friends, you guys do eventually get to the manhole cover that is there in front of Nike's shop.
the point is, if it's a good story later, like if people are laughing about like how you died, then
So you would kill me, Garth.
yeah, like
if
it
it was
was
funny
funny. Like if it was like a thing that was like, if you just like died and it's like that's a stupid story, but it was like no, like this guy really died. Like it's pretty funny. Like you essentially never die at that point because we'll just keep telling the story.
As you guys are talking about this, you do hear a bit of commotion above you guys.
Who has the? If we hear commotion, who has the highest
Well,
stealth?
like you.
Cheekit has gone robo mode.
Mine's
Come
pretty
back to us,
good.
Cheekit.
Wouldn't it be pretty funny if
Probably Key Kid. I've got +4.
Hello?
I got +4.
You're
No,
back.
I think I'm
You're back.
more
Plus
now.
8.
And let me
You
check.
have +8 stealth.
Yeah.
Sneaky little bird.
So do you want to make a stealth check then, Cheekit?
I'll do that. I will do it.
To like just kind of slowly open it up.
I would love to roll, and it's just not letting me do it. There we go.
I'm +6 for the record. So you're
27.
27.
27. You almost got it. So like,
Jeez.
as you don't even realize that Cheekit is like actually lift up this generally kind of like loud manhole cover. And Cheekit, you hear that there is an argument of some kind happening with, inside Nike's shop currently. You can't make out details, but you can hear like some shouting back and forth.
Guys, someone's arguing with Nike right now. What should we do? What?
Can we? Is there like a listen check that we can all try to do to see like an investigation to try to understand what they're saying?
Cheekit would be the only one close enough. You guys would all have to get out of the manhole to.
I'll roll a perception, but
Yeah. I would ask Chica, does the argument appear to be business or something more?
Game Master, does it appear to be business or something more?
Let's get that roll.
Master, like, that's rude.
17. You catch a couple of words here and there. You do hear like broken, worthless, kind of going back and forth. Like they seem to be arguing either over an old purchase or something that might have happened recently within the shop.
Hey, Chica, I got an idea.
Garth,
What's your
What if we
Even
get in there and we like back up Nike right now, and then we're like, hey, dude, we'll illustrate to him that if he takes heat, we can back him up, and then we get him to move into the cogs with us.
Garth, I don't always like that are just golden. I think you're right.
Are the suits the ones that pointed us to Nike?
No,
No,
he's one of my boys.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Okay, then
Suits
yeah.
only pointed you guys to Alberish, really.
Yeah,
Can I just kind of open it just a little bit and see if I can take a peek?
I'll say with that 27 stealth, you'd be able to open up the manhole complete, like, and feel comfortable opening the manhole completely to get everybody out quietly.
I'm assuming, they're not exactly looking our direction then.
No, there are holes and stuff within the shop, within this like shack, but you guys can't really get a clear view of what's going on in there from where you're currently positioned. So,
let's all get out of here. All right, come on, let's get out. Quiet, everyone, let's get out.
Which one of us looks the most presentable?
you guys have all been crawling through the
For
sewer.
the cogs?
And the cogs, it's also the cogs, yeah. So it's not like
That would be me. Like I got the cog style down.
It would probably be Garth and Sunset, just because it's not uncommon for Warforged to be seen down here.
Okay. So we could send them in first, and we could the other two of us could stand by the door as like
I like that.
intimidation.
Well, we're sending
Close
our
off the exits.
How are you? You're like 8 feet, right, Garth?
Yeah.
7. Yeah, so 2 just giant figures appear out of nowhere.
I mean, I can be pretty stealthy, but yeah. So, where are we in position to Nike? Like, could we come up behind him?
You guys are at the front of the store currently. Just getting out of the manhole cover there. So like you guys are about 20 feet from the front door, I'd say, probably 20 to 30 feet from the front door of the shop.
Oh, so we could just come in through the front door and just be like, hey.
Yeah.
I do like Tyra's idea to kind of have her and I chill by the exits, just kind of listening in, just in case anything goes haywire.
Yeah, this is getting really familiar, Khalil, with
Oh man, for some reason this guy's attacking me after the 5th time I stole from him. Why would he do that?
Why did he just guiding bolt me in the skull?
Yeah.
I just stole the money and gave him back 58 gold pieces.
Handle something with a merchant, and then the entire world is broken an hour
Oh
and a
my
half later.
god.
Yeah. So, brief aside, Mason. They experienced again what you did as a thief, and caused the whole world to
Testing
catch on
out the
fire.
mechanics.
So, back in. So, as you guys are kind of like making your way towards the door area, you guys are getting close enough. You actually hear Nike go like, "You know what? I've had it." And you hear like a chink of metal together, real quick, and then you just hear this loud thud noise, just this. And
Shit.
the before you can open the door busts open, and a hobgoblin is flying out of the door, lands on the ground, dirt rolls, and you see Knight coming out, and he's wearing these massive gauntlets on his hands. He's still wearing that steel face mask where he's he's doing things from above. Looks like he's gotten proficient with it over the past week or so.
He's in tactical mode.
And he's sitting there, he's like, "And if you ever come near my shop again, I'll fucking crush your head in." Goddamn hobgoblins think they're better than everyone.
Right.
I'm just picturing the whole Smash clubs.
Yeah, that's it. That's what it looks like. They're massive on him. For on you, Sunset, they would be like a boxing glove almost.
Okay.
But this is a kobold. He's 3 feet tall.
Hulk smash.
Yeah, he's 3 feet tall. These gauntlets are like a foot and a half. They're almost half his size.
Oh Jesus.
Did the door
Mike,
get
listen.
broken when he punched him through it?
As you say
man.
that, and now the shack was kind of leading to the left a bit. It's now leading to the left and forward. The door's kind of messed up. His shack it's seen better days. He's not really taking good care of the actual building.
I know we hardly know each other, but do you need us to take care of this dude? Did he threaten you?
Well,
Garth
I
waves
do
at
Amanda's
Nike.
voice.
Hi, Nike.
Oh,
Yeah, Nike, it looks
Hi.
like you're in need of a new shop, and we might have a solution for you.
As you say that, he turns around and he goes, yeah, it's going to take a little bit to fix again. You said you have a solution. Do you have another shop?
We might. So
Hey,
just
you need
feel
me to
pressure
beat
on
the
force.
shit out of this guy?
As you say that, the hobgoblin's just rolling in the ground. He took somehow it's likely you can surmise the gloves that Nike is currently wearing really boost his strength, and the hobgoblin was not expecting the hit or the blow to hit him as nearly as hard as he did.
I'm gonna go
And-
beat the shit out of this guy.
okay, you go do that. We'll talk.
Yeah, you guys go talk. I'll go beat the shit out of this guy.
You hear Knight kind of chirp up. "Don't kill him though. He still owes me a bit of money. He broke some shit in my shop like an asshole."
Oh, I'll get it. All right.
All right. So yeah, come on in. And looking at the shop, it's kind of scary to walk in because it's you can hear it creaking every now and then as you guys are kind of approaching it.
Before I go in, is looking around. Is there anything I can do to prop the wall up before I go inside? Not a fan of closed spaces already, but I don't want a building collapsing on me.
Luckily, there's not much of a roof on this one. I'm gonna have you make a perception check for me.
She-Kid is a civil engineer.
With a natural 20, you are able to find a couple of actual steel rods. You probably need some help from Sunset to kind of place them and really get them in place and anchor them.
Sonny, can you come help me kind of just wedge these in here?
Sure thing. You see me all 450 pounds. I'm 7'1" now. I just
Yeah, and
procedurally shoving these.
Yeah, Sunset, you're handling these with ease. They're big pipes, and you're just and you actually Sunset or go through all the names. Cheekid, you're kind of the manager, kind of pointing. No, keep going a little more. It's you're telling a crane operator or a forklift operator how to move stuff, and Sunset is the crane or the forklift pushing things in. The actual shed actually kind of rights itself a little bit. Sunset's pushing on it so hard.
Got that
Did
powerful
you get
build.
stronger, or is it just me?
It is not just you, an astute observation.
Weird.
Something about those threads that the Dragon Kyber is telling us about. And after he says that name, he kind of realizes, like, Sunset does like a check to see if anyone's listening.
I'll have you do a perception check for me.
Okay.
There's not generally a whole lot of people around this area, but there is still that hobgoblin that is getting the shit kicked out of him.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
There you go. Thank you.
Do you want me to roll like a general intimidation check on that guy /
Yeah.
anything else?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll an intimidation.
Can I use my strength because I'm not
Yeah.
really using my
Yeah.
charisma.
No, you're beating him to intimidate him because you're also not trying to kill him. It's non-lethal damage.
Yeah.
Can I use minor
there's-
illusion to
there's
make
some
Garth?
shit talk.
I want to make Garth look just a little bit buffer. Would that
Yeah,
fall
that
under
works.
minor illusion? Okay.
I will say not necessarily buffer, but you can probably like
Make his weapons
sorry.
look sharper.
you can make like just because there's a lot of movement and minor illusion is kind of like just like a still image. It's not like really like a whole bunch of movement with it. Sorry, hold on just a second. Man, water went down the wrong pipe. Still getting me.
It happens.
I guess there's some movement, but it's pretty small what minor illusion can do. So I will say like if you're able to give like Garth like some like glowing eyes almost. Like
I'll
'cause
do that.
Garth, you normally have like a hood on too, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
And
like you
maybe-
like this
Maybe
light
his
kinda, like,
teeth are
emanating out.
sticking out from his lips.
And you have like
big
this
old
weird
thing.
like smoky drips coming out of his teeth. Yeah, you could definitely make him look like demonic in a means.
Cool.
Hey,
I do so.
So you
Hey,
can roll with advantage since you're
You owe
getting
Nick
help.
some money. That's not really nice.
And let me do this. It's gonna be with advantage onto Garth.
Fear Gas Gotham Batman.
Yeah. 16. Yeah, he's definitely spooked. In fact, he's so spooked that you could probably surmise that that Sunset said. He's got your full attention now, Garth, and he's actually kind of more scared of you than he was of Nike whenever Nike punched him through the door.
So Nike's kind of, badass in his own right, but, you probably don't want to owe him some money. So if you got any right now, I mean, you probably just want to hand it over so I stop beating the shit out of you right now. I mean,
Oh, give me stop.
yeah,
Like,
meanwhile,
kick him in the
I
gut.
am actively beating him. Like there's like a nonchalant tone to everything that he's saying. There is no, yeah.
Stop.
No
I'm
chill.
a coin purse. I can't say if you keep hitting me in the gut. He's like, and he eventually gets out.
I'm sorry. I should let you
and-
talk here for a little bit as I start like wailing on his kneecaps.
And eventually, like between howling and stuff, he's like, "It's on my, just get the purse off." And you can see like a small little satchel, a coin purse on his hip, and it's be tied around the.
Well,
belt.
I mean, if you say so. I noticed you had the purse, but if it's okay, I'll go through it. Right? Is that okay?
Just take. Oh God,
Still
not
beating-
the
still
knee. Take
beating-
the whole damn
still-
thing.
Garth, I think there's a tax that is deserved here for helping this man pay his debts.
Oh yeah. No, I've exerted myself quite enough. It's pretty much the
all my
whole
coin!
purse.
Oh my
Yeah,
coins in the
it's-
bag.
Okay, so am I in there with
You're in there with
Nike?
with Nike. Nike. So I guess they're all getting in on that out there. Sorry, wrong voice again. I guess they're all getting in on there out there. It's kind of fun to beat the shit out of some people when you got the advantage. So I'll give them that. Voice. I don't have any Warforged pots around here, but the Death Slashers, they have a lot of Warforged working alongside them. Their leader actually, he does some bartering here and there. He purchases some Warforged parts, sells some Warforged parts. They might be someone to go talk to. Despite the name, they're actually kind of a decent group, if you don't mind. I think the name is more to ward off potential people more than anything. I don't think they understand it might invoke some others that are like see as the challenge. But anyways, that's not on me. That's not my part. They're probably the ones for the parts for attaching them. Still on the trickier side. Hold on. I have actually had an idea. And you see him actually kind of go off into the back area of a shop, and he opens up a chest, kind of moves some stuff around. You see him pull out like a distiller and like a beaker and some other stuff, and he goes, yeah. No, I got all the pots. Let's see. Tell you what, if you could bring me, I guess I don't even need the arm. If you can acquire an arm, I can get you the rest of the materials to attach it, so that way it operates as if it's their own arm. You could use it on people too, really. Though it hurts like hell. I guess it probably hurts like hell for Warforged too. I haven't really had too many experiences with them. But yeah, it's called binding. It's my own little make called binding spine fluid. It does need some parts. I have most of the stuff that would be needed to make it, but I do need something that's a little rare to get, but it's kind of hard to get. And it actually kind of worked because I'm working on another item, and he pulls out some gloves that have like on the fingertips have little tiny they almost look like little tiny like spines on the fingertips of it. So I'm working on some gloves that would actually use the same material. Have you ever fought an Obelix before?
Yes, unfortunately.
Oh, good. Yes, I just need the brain juice. He said, so like he kind of describes like an Obelix like has like it's limb juice. You know, it's an ooze. Fun thing about Obelixes, and this is actually what kind of makes the binding spine fluid work, is that like they work off of I'm sure you know they work off of memories, and so like I can mix in this brain juice part with this rest of this fluid, and it'll actually go through the memory side and perfectly connect all the nerve, quote unquote, nerve endings. Works both for Warforged and people back up to the limb, and it'll actually kind of like mend it together. It's very similar to regeneration, but you got to have the arm part still. Like he doesn't actually grow the arm; it just reattaches the arms. It's very, very clever. But you obviously have to kill an Obelix for it.
We have that bag that we thought was another bag of holding, or that we thought might be, that was just full of Obelix goo.
It was just full of goo. It's the residual body goo. It's not the actual. The brain goo he's talking about is like there's like a core to an Obelix.
Got it.
And then actually has like limbs that come out as like tendrils and such. So you actually have to like kill and get the brain goo portion of this Obelix to get it.
Am I allowed to Google how to kill an Obelix?
Well, to kill it, you just beat the shit out of it. You got to find the core, though. If you do enough damage to the tendrils, if you do enough damage to like the tendrils, or it's I guess the term for it is simulacrum that it makes, you can kill it that way. But it's better to kill it when you know where the core is, because then afterwards you're stuck trying to find a now depleting pile of mess that'll slowly evaporate.
IRL, you probably don't want to Google that. I'll put you on a list or something.
Well, it's a lot better than what I just how to kill the sick old lady. So,
but so meanwhile, you guys here outside. What do you mean you can't walk? You can get up.
Jesus Christ.
If anyone kind of looks like, Matt kind of looks over, and goes, "Oh yeah, they've had quite a bit of fun with him," and he went Irish there for some reason. And you see like the hobgoblin like trying to get up onto his knees, and then like he falls forward. And he's just trying to get away on his forearms currently. One leg is kind of twisted weird.
Healing wound spell just to.
I'm just gonna break it again. Don't worry about it.
No, we want him like not. I don't know.
He'll live. He'll live. You got plenty of healing potions from what I told you before, right? As he's shouting past you, Tyra.
Apparently, he's got a lot to live for. He told me. He said that he's got family, that got money and stuff like that, so he'll make it.
Can I be like using my mage hand every time the hobgoblin tries to get up to kind of trip him as Garth continues to like beat on him?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So Sunset's gonna walk up.
He doesn't see it. He just thinks like,
yeah,
because your mage hand's invisible, so like he doesn't. Yeah. He just thinks he's like surfing on rocks or something.
Sunset's gonna walk up and say, this has gone far enough, and he's gonna attempt to throw him away from Garth.
From Garth?
Strength check to see how far he throws him, or
it's an athletics check that'll throw you away.
It's like this fucking Baylor is just kind of like trying to intercede, just trebuchet this body away.
I'm going to give you
Trying
advantage
to-
on this because he's not going to be really fighting you on it.
Okay.
15.
Why is he complete?
Yeah.
You're able to throw him about 6 feet. You're able to throw him a good ways away. So
So Garth is
That's
thinking
just-
he's doing a good thing here, but he's just chucking him.
Hey,
The
he's gonna-
genesis of the BBEG for
he takes 3 points of
Like-
bludgeoning damage from this as well. Like he's at this point after sunset, after you throw him or whatnot, he's not dead, but he's unconscious. Like between all the damage that he took, between Garth kicking the shit out of him, like he's on the other side of the road now, kind of like leaned up against like another like torn down like shed building and whatnot. And so he's sitting there. He's got a little bit of blood come out of his mouth, and but he's unconscious. Looking around, he kind of looks like a homeless person. So people might not think and look other ways until he comes back to. So.
Oh damn it! Now he's all right. Whatever. He'll come to.
So
Clearly, bugbears are the superior goblinoid, Garth. Clearly.
What was that about superior goblinoids?
I think
Talking to me
bugbears are
about
clearly the
goblinoid beard
superior.
man.
I'm saying that bugbears are clearly the superior goblinoid since apparently
thank you.
Nike was saying this dude thinks hobgoblins are so great.
Thank you. Well, I mean, like in the actual hierarchy, hobgoblins kind of like lord over us and tell us what to do and tell us what to do with all of this shit and whatnot. I mean, but yeah. Sorry.
So as you guys are continuing, Tyra, as you're in there with Nike just keeps going on about how cool Obelix Brain Goo is and how since it does stuff with memories and Eddie goes on like, yeah, and then like the tendrils, it's really awesome because like
That's wonderful.
there's some Millicrum can like copy like metal, like so it could do like it's really cool shit. The Illithids, they knew their shit when it came to creating stuff. Fuck Illithids, because they're just a bunch of fuckers. But those Obelixes they made, man, they're badass.
Hey, no need to virtue signal with us by like calling out Illithids, man. We get it. All right.
No.
Wait, what's this about? What's this about, Obelix? I mean, we're not.
Yes, I was just go.
We're probably not gonna want to, lug Sonnet all the way across through the sewer. So, are you willing to make a house call once we get that? Do you just want to move your shop down there? We'll have another merchant down there as well. We'll have once Sonnet gets fixed, she'll be able to help man the front of the shop. Like what?
It's Sonnet, Warforged. What type is she? He's just curious about Warforged.
She's recon, isn't she? Or
Yeah, Sunset would probably speak up.
She's like an infiltration more than recon.
Yeah, I think she told me a bit, Matt, right? That she's
she's like,
or I don't know if she told me for divine, but
you divine that she was
specialized.
Yes, she's extremely specialized at infiltration and information gathering.
Yeah.
So like you've seen stuff like her before, but nothing as high tech. Like she is actually she's like almost alien tech.
I'll be right back.
The metal that she showed off of changing her appearance is something that even you or even Chica even knew existed. Like it is like an alien. Like it is beyond this like expectation of what it is. So.
So yeah, Sunset would just share, our friend Sonnet does certainly a extremely specialized unit.
Oh, interesting. Speaking of which, you look a bit different I keep doing the wrong voice. You look a bit different as well. Can Warforged exercise? I'm taking some notes. He's not like expecting an answer. It's more like a rhetorical question. It's like I didn't even think about that.
Sure.
I mean, it makes sense. You got the wooden cores, and wood is technically a natural material. So, no, cool. That's it. That's really cool.
Yeah, my body language would indicate as he says that I'm also kind of like looking at myself, right? Like, yeah, it's not.
You're still learning your new parts
something's
as
new,
well.
Yeah, there's like that tail thing that like with a knife on the end. Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
he's got a tail. He's got like mandibles that can shoot out.
Meta. I'm barbarian now. If you haven't picked up, and but a fun Warforged version of the Beastmaster, is it? I think.
Not Beastmaster. It's like
I'm back.
Primal Beast or something like that.
Primal Path. Yeah, Path of the Beast.
Path of the Beast. That's right.
Out of character, Khalil, I love that you keep calling Nike Nick. I fucking love it.
I'm a little bit deep in this white wine. I'm not gonna lie. Headache.
You're good. So, looking around, it's like, but let's see. So yeah, if you get that, I have some gloves that I'm currently trying to make. That if you can get me, I'd say at least an adult's worth of the brain goo. I have some gloves that I'm looking to make. I'd also need someone to prototype it and try them out to make sure they're working properly. And if you guys can give me the goo, I'll let you guys prototype and try these things out. But if you guys are also here for, I'm assuming you didn't come here just for this. So he kind of opens up shop and pulls some stuff out. I got some other stuff that you guys might be interested in. I got this, and he pulls out a small, not as small, but it's like a bracer, an elongated bracer that would go on an arm or the other. Oh, we lost David.
He's
Right,
back.
David went. Oh, David's back.
For some reason,
Nice. Do you have anything that's going to help us kill an obelisk that already has a grudge against us?
Maybe.
We killed
this. So this right here, and he holds it up. This is a bracer of flying daggers. Action, you could draw 2 daggers and throw them immediately. So yeah, if you don't throw them right away, then they just kind of like turn to dust. And if you do throw them, once they hit, they just kind of turn to dust. So like leaves no evidence behind. Throw 2 daggers as an action as he wraps it on. And strangely for him, like it seems like he doesn't have to attune to a lot of the gear that's here. He doesn't have to spend like the usual attunement time. You're not sure if that's a quality of his artificer or something like that, but he's able to demonstrate essentially all the gear for you guys. And you see him like quickly draw two daggers and throw them. He's not super good at throwing them though. It's like, now you do need to have some proficiency with dagger throw. And he throws the 2 daggers, and they do like stick into the wall though. They're just not like super close together. So that's that. Bracer of flying daggers. Best part, unlimited. I fixed it. I used to have like an ammunition type thing, and you have to like wait for it to like slowly build back up. Nah, I'm better than that. So I still have that dagger of venom. Let's see here. I got these, and he pulls out some goggles that have like some like that almost have like an owl look to them in the front. So these are night vision goggles, essentially the dark sight goggles of night. Or I don't know what you guys want to call them. But while you're wearing them, you got dark vision out to 60 feet. So legit standard for people who can't see in the dark. Don't look in the sun with them on; it'll hurt. And this was a fun one. And he pulls out this axe. It's like a little bit smaller than him, but still pretty big. Sets it down, and it looks pretty unassuming. It's like a standard, almost maple-looking handle.
Yes, I love maces and axes.
And the head of it, instead of it looking like a battle axe, it actually looks like it's like this red. It almost looks like a wood chopper axe. So this right here is a fireman's axe.
Fireman.
It's just like a regular axe and whatnot. But whenever you hit anything with wood, maximizes the damage against it. Wooden shield, gone. Wooden door, gone. It hates wood.
So if we were trying to like dig up the floor to get that oblex, that might be useful.
If it's a wooden floor, gone. This thing will beat the shit out of it. As a matter
What
of fact,
about like a Warforged wooden core?
it's a little bit different because it's like it's magical wood, so it'd just be like a regular person hitting it. You know, like hitting a regular person. If you hit them, it's still gonna hurt like hell. but it's got some magical veins in it, so the Warforged are a bit more unique in how that functions. So I wouldn't really do too much. It would do as much damage as getting a successful strike against someone who's not a Warforged. Like you hit a human or you hit me with one. Yeah, look at this thing. Like he holds up the axe, and it's like the axe head is like half of his torso. It's like you get me with one good swing of this, and you got 2 kobolds. Well, one, and you know the math. So that is that.
How much do you charge for this axe?
The axe? Give me 1 sec while I pull up my PDF.
It would be a delight. I was not a fan of the cats, either corrupted or not.
This axe would be 350 gold pieces.
Is that worth breaking into a house and getting to yell, "Here's sunset"?
Seems like you got a very specific scene in mind already, Sunset. Playing this out in your mind, like there's a wooden door and you've got this axe or something.
I just did not like the cats. How much will it cost to attach the arms with the memory goo to our friend Sonnet?
If you get me the goo, you're also gloves, and then you're going to be prototyping into the gloves. So, the give me the stuff I needed for the binding spine fluid. No cost. If you give me the Oblex goo, I'll make it. Because I can make these gloves and I'll have a little bit extra stuff, that like stuff. Honestly, if you get me like an elder one, like a really old one, I could pay you guys for it. But no offense, you'll probably get fucked up if you went after an elder one.
Well, the
you
one
could probably had
is an elder Oblex, isn't it?
Likely an adult, not an elder.
Okay.
Elders probably operate entire blocks, right?
Yes. Yeah. You guys would know that an elder or like this adult might have come from an elder Obelix at one point. But those aren't really like if you guys went to the Cogs area of the Fallen District, you might run into an elder Obelix down there. But you guys are just in the lower ones, so
this would be agreeable.
Isn't it like Obelix like that we could take it as an offering or something and then get it to come out and then kill it?
I'll have you roll an Arcana check. Give me just a sec.
Give me
I believe in you, Tyra.
Someone blow on my dice.
Sorry, there's a little bit of spit on that one.
Nat 20.
Oh no, my stream's behind for some reason. Let me refresh the screen real quick.
It was because 3 dudes were all blowing on 1 dice.
That's how that works. You get 3 dudes blowing on something, you're bound to get through some results.
Let the record show
Nice.
I was not one of the dudes blowing on it. But
Yeah, your mouth was doing something else, right?
yes.
All right. You know that Obelix, more than anything, simply like memories. Anything that can give it a memory. The memory, the better. So you would have to somehow convince it that you have something worth a lot of memories that you're willing to give to it to eat. But how you actually give it, that's how you can make it happy. But it's not going to be happy if you give it its brain goo, because that's literally pulling out of its brain. It you know what I mean? You'd be asking hey, I'll give you this memory if you kill yourself.
Well, I tried that once in
Could
real life.
entice it out of its hiding place with the memory or something.
Obelix themselves are very slow moving.
I don't think by the time we left that place, it was trying to prey on us. So I feel like I'm not too worried about getting this thing out in a position that we can lob its head off, or get stuff going at least. I don't know what's gonna happen. But wasn't it what Tara while we were talking to it was already trying to position itself to prey on us by the time we were leaving that house? Those cats were popping and stuff was getting real. It's basically
So
like an
is it, like,
episode of
inside the old woman? So is the old woman like the obelisk itself? Oh, okay. I was thinking
Yeah.
No, the old one was a simulacrum. The obelisk itself. So an obelisk actually just looks like a slime. From what you guys explored in that house, you did not see the obelisk itself. Everything that was in there was either an obelisk spawn that it was creating and spitting off, or it was a simulacrum of it,
Got it.
of the original one. So essentially, it was controlling the simulacrum through those thin, slimy tendrils that are all around the house. So it's likely within the sewer system or nearby, using the sewer system to animate it.
Oh, so we could just go. We don't have to go in the house with all the cats and stuff. We could just go through the sewers. Okay.
Yeah, you'd still have to try to find out which area this. If it's in the sewers, it might be like in a small alleyway. Like you guys were in, and you guys saw some slime in that enclosed alleyway area when you guys were first escaping. I guess it would be Cheekin and Garth. Yeah, that saw that, and also went around the house, the neighbor's house, and there was a dead guy in there that likely died to the obelisk in there.
Oh, he died from alcohol and decadence.
Yeah, well, we could go through the sewers and just see if it's there anyway, and then just kind of work our way up and around. I think that'd be the best idea for that. And then if we're down in the sewers, no one's gonna see us like fighting and blowing shit up. Hopefully.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Good
I like when
instinct.
people see me blowing shit up. Sorry. Matt got it.
Throwing knives or whatever.
What was that?
How much were the throwing knives? Or the auto throwing knives?
Checking PDF.
The bracer of bracer of flying daggers was, where are you at? It's not specifically on here. Somebody do something similar to it. Give me just a sec.
Is it one use only, or do they like come back and you
Unlimited.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's
I think he was
unlimited.
talking about how he's better than having
Whoever
limited
originally made it. He modified it from having limited uses to having unlimited uses. That's got to be it. I'll put it the same price as a +1 weapon, so it'd be 1,000 gold.
Okay. Well, I
Actually,
assume
I'll
he'll
put a
still-
little less. It'll be 800 gold, because technically you can't hold the daggers, so you can't use them elsewhere. It's strictly for throwing. So 800 gold. He kind of what his conversation implied. If you guys do get him the full adult thing, he might start doing special deals for you guys as well. If you guys want to hold off on doing any major purchases from him.
If we get the adult or the elder goo.
Elder, he would actually pay you.
Okay,
for
so
all
for
of
the
it.
adult, he'll start hooking us up.
It sounds like, yeah, he's willing to give you guys, let you guys beta test or prototype some of the stuff for him, free
Beta.
of charge, and
We needed to
essentially you'll be,
Yeah.
you need the goo to fix on it.
My thought was we might need to get Sonnet a total of 4 arms, because I feel like with our resources here so far tonight, we're probably gonna have to get her hobo arms to have arms. Whether we might over time find something more actually equivalent to her. Well, I don't know if we ever would. But
creating like a Shiva.
yeah, I mean, to get her equivalent arms, like true replacements, she needs
Sonnet.
some extremely rare, probably, materials or arms for that. So we might just need to get her some arms now to attach.
You guys didn't ask if Nike had seen anything like the material on her face, have you?
No.
No,
I guess that'd be a good question to ask, though.
has he seen her before?
He has not seen her before.
Okay.
Is it so different that we'd be able to like describe this weird metal to him?
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
describe it.
Okay. So as you're describing it, he goes, you see him actually like first be a little confused as you're describing how this, this strange metal on like certain portions of her frame, looked one way and then was able to shift to another way. And then, like, the more you explain it, like the more like he's like, holy shit! Like he's like super impressed. You see him like goes, yeah, wait one sec, and he kind of like looks around and he goes back to another small little like it's like a small little chest, opens up, pulls out a book, and he comes back to the front counter again. The counter's a little taller than them, so he has to like jump up on a little crate and then get onto the counter. And this book looks like to be like his major, like either a major like notebook of his, like a prototyping notebook. He opens it up. It's like a secret book essentially of all of his like major research stuff. And he goes back a couple of pages. You see him going through it, and it's chicken scratch. It's super hard to read. As a matter of fact, only people who could read are people who could read Draconic. It's in Draconic, so it's like already chicken scratchy, but then it's chicken scratch for Draconic. So like he's going through it. He's like, here. So she's got to be a Cannith. Obviously, she's a Cannith. Like worked specifically for Cannith at some point. It wasn't part of the war effort. Because this, what you're describing is it's a mercurial metal. A couple of different flavors that were rumored to be mercurial steel.
Mercurial, like mercury.
Yes, like mercury. It's like you give it a little bit of magic and it'll change its shape and form. They must have succeeded because there was trials and tests for it. Stuff's a real bitch, from what I gathered. It can have a mind of its own. Literally, like it's kind of like a metal elemental. It'll if you piss it off, it'll fuck you up. I couldn't tell you where to find it, but it exists. I can look more into it though. Now that I know it actually exists and that they succeeded in it, they're over down there just to look at that thing. Sorry, that person that saw it. I apologize. I'm still getting used to the terminology here.
Well, we would love to have you. When can you move in?
It's going to take a little bit for me to gather some shit. Throw it on the box at least. Give me like a week. Perfect.
It'll probably take us that long to get her arms and the obelisk stuff, so that should be about right.
Perfect. That's crazy. Like you see him, like he's now making more notes in the area and like circling certain things. You've definitely kicked off a little brain ticker in his head, knowing that this. Essentially, he was aware of this experiment that they were trying to make this type of metal, but as far as he was aware, it wasn't successful.
He just found out there is aliens at Area 51.
Basically, yeah. Or that House Cannith was that crazy and what they were capable of doing before the morning.
It would be of great appreciation
again
if you could find something comparable for Sonnet.
I'll do my best. I mean, hell, if I could find something comparable, like think of it. You could have a weapon that turns into whatever you needed at the time. Like, oh, I have this dagger. Oh no, now it's a key. Now it's a shield. It'd be awesome. Think about it. Holy shit. And he's like super stoked. He's like thinking about all the shit he can make with something like a mercurial metal.
Is he a part of a house?
You don't know. You haven't asked him.
Nike, are you associated with any houses?
No. Kobold aren't super well known for this stuff. No offense to my kind. But, I keep doing the wrong voice, but I'll keep trying to remember the correct one. But, anyways, no, I'm not affiliated with any house at the moment. I mostly just, I'll be quite frank. I was born, 4 years ago. So, I'm getting pretty old for a kobold. At least, I'm one of the older kobolds I know. So, kobolds also live to, 50, 60 years old. They just die super young all the time.
But they mature pretty quick, apparently.
They do. They mature within 5 or 6 months, to a full-blown adult. Yeah. So
I gotta say, your stuff is very impressive. All the things that you've made.
Yeah. Right. Listen. Kobolds are known for being able to learn shit super fast, and a lot of people were saying at one point good thing kobolds die so much because if they lived longer, they'd take over the world, and. We hate each other so much that probably won't happen. We'll kill each other off before we take over anything else.
Well, Sunset and I are a part of House Cannith. If you're interested in joining a house, we might be able to.
I assumed Sunset. I didn't know you were also part of the House Cannith. That's impressive.
Yes, unfortunately, there is not much of a literal house anymore, but we hope to rectify that
Yeah.
someday soon.
And you could help us, I think.
If I can die
Very-
and come back better, then surely House Kenneth can.
That's very poetic. You see him writing that down.
You
Um,
see Sunset like write down that like, oh, I have written a poem.
If you guys could read your counter, it would say that like Warforged are capable of poetry or / art.
Yeah. I like make notes on my hand, and then my mind remembers the note. There's no actual
Yeah.
ink or writing.
Well, I'll start packing some stuff up. It looks like the house has been righted up a bit. Anyways, thank you for helping with the hobgoblin. And
Yeah. If you ever need help
Well-
with elections or anything like that, just let us know. I mean, yeah, we're all about that kind of stuff.
All right.
Did you ever give Nike what was owed?
Yeah. So what was in the purse?
The purse, let me do a quick roll here to see how much was in there.
Hi, Senna.
$1 million platinum.
300,000 people. Literal people.
Wow, Garth, I take it back. Hobgoblins really are the superior goblinoid. That is incredible.
Wow.
300,000 people in this little sack.
House Kenneth was in the coin purse.
Wow, guys, you don't see this. There's like a whole civilization in here.
It's a bag of
Just one
holding.
of your items. There was 11 gold pieces in there.
Wow,
Not much.
11 gold pieces, not an entire civilization, aka the Star of Orion. Just 11 gold pieces. Here, yeah, he just throws this at Nike.
Knight catches it and he goes, perfect, thank you. And he pulls out 2 gold coins and he tosses it back to you for your efforts.
Keep it. He throws it back.
And he catches it again. He's like, all right, fine, okay, thank you.
Yeah, little down payment. You know, I mean, we're good for it, and you know, we can keep your business going. You don't have to worry about the riffraff.
Well, if you can get me the Oblex Goo, then I assume you guys can get me more stuff, and that just makes my shit more cool. So, in the end, you're still helping me out more than I think I can help you. So, thank you.
Why are we doing this? Fuck
What?
you. Why are we doing this if we're helping? You're helping. Wait a second. Are you trying to pull some, Nick? What are you doing?
I believe Garth has slipped into some white wine.
Garth, it is okay.
What are you trying to do, Nick? Give me that tool
It is
back.
possible, Garth, for people to help you for a mutually beneficial cause.
Knife throws the 2 gold back to you. I tried to give it to you already. So.
Just fucking with me.
If you throw it at me again, I'm going to put the gloves on and throw them at you.
Throw the gold at me.
Christ almighty.
You know what,
All right,
Nike? I think, honestly, he would probably deserve that.
Yeah,
You probably would, but I don't want to harm people who are trying to get some stuff from you before they head out. So,
Okay, well
Ow.
then we'll let you pack up. We'll head down and back to our base and make a plan for the Oblex and the Death Slashers and meet you there in a week.
alrighty, I'll be happy to see you. And you guys kind of like give him the rundown of roughly where it is. He's a little apprehensive when you first say it's a sewer. You do mention that you have someone else kind of moving up, set up shop, and that kind of puts him at ease a bit. And then obviously the capability to just witness this like God Tech tier Warforged is kind of like, if anything, like you'll stay there for a couple of months just to at least, you know, try to observe and learn what he can about this other Warforged. So yeah, you guys are I'd say right about now it's about noon. With all the other interactions you guys have had and kind of moving around. So we've got another 30 minutes. Do you guys want to make your way over towards Carolyn Briggs? Do you have other places you like to go?
Goodness. I don't know how what would you guys want to say? Do they have any parts for sale, or
Those are the same people we had thought about stealing a bag from, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Garth wouldn't. Yeah, Garth didn't have any real dealings with him. He just knew them by reputation.
Hmm.
Well, we have our own Warforged to go down there with. So, I mean, and because if I recall correctly, they were treating their Warforged, I mean, pretty well. I think you said they maybe weren't paying them what they would pay everyone else, but they were still getting paid and stuff.
Yeah, they were all still getting paid. The biggest thing that was kind of would be looked frowned upon was not as much pay, and it looked like they worked them a lot more than what a normal person would be able to work. So
Yeah, and at least in Sunset's observations, the Warforged didn't seem very enlightened either. They kind of seemed like they were just sort of mentally, you know,
they're very
living-
much just
living
this
a
is their new job. Yeah, this is very
Yeah.
much their current task. So
I mean, so we could just go down there during like normal working hours and just see. It's like, hey, can we talk to, not Frank, who's the guy in charge?
Theron?
Farron.
Frank is like the little secretary up front.
Yeah, so we go talk to Frank and ask if we can see Farron because we want to see if we can get some parts for a Warforged friend of ours. Diplomacy?
I think that's probably the best route, considering they're not even violent from what we've been hearing.
And
They,
if
they don't make territory grabs, is what Nike said, or Bondo said.
but we also don't want to start a fight in a building full of Warforged.
I mean, speak for yourself, but no, I agree.
I mean, Sunset would, be sensitive to any opportunities maybe for liberation. But other than that, I wouldn't actively start a fight. I would maybe perhaps start a revolution, but not a fight.
Okay.
Viva la revolution.
Hey, they're not halflings.
I forget that they're halflings are of southern descent. All right. So you guys gonna head over towards the deck foundry?
Here, so
What was that, Garth?
they make really good food.
Yes, they do.
Should we maybe like go back home to our base and get cleaned up a bit? Because I don't think we're gonna have to travel through the sewers to get to their base. We probably don't want to show up like
Your
looking.
base is in the sewer. You guys haven't had time to clean up that area yet, so.
Yeah, maybe we clean up the area so when night gets there, it doesn't look so dingy and gross.
Yes, you guys have like some stuff like set up for like bare living stuff, but you guys didn't put much more in to make it pleasant. So.
Hold on.
I mean, we're not far, right, from base.
From base, no. It's about the same distance to get over to the foundry where the death slashers are. It's about probably about a 15 to 30-minute walk.
We might as well stop by base, make sure sounds good, and kind of like probably run the plan by her since it's her arms.
And then for Carolyn Briggs, their home is about a hour and a half to 2 hour travel, unless you guys get a skiff.
Plus, didn't Sonnet know some stuff about the Carolyn Briggs thing? So maybe she might be able to give us a little bit more info. Unadulterated.
Dawson's were taken out. Does that contain part of her memory or whatever?
You guys aren't sure.
Oh.
Yeah, she's definitely extremely compromised. You know that, as far as her abilities. But it might be worth talking to her about that too.
I agree. So let's stop by base then. Yeah.
Go to base? All right. Let me roll this encounter thing. Man, the stream just keeps lagging behind. I think there's another issue going on. I'll keep refreshing. So as you guys are making your way through, you do encounter Bondo again, and it's just kind of like awkward as you guys kind of like pass by. Kind of like looking, and Bondo just kind of like waves, and you see like he's mixing. You see him like mixing something up in a.
Just pull Garth.
Hey, Bundo! Wasn't he waving at me?
Come on, Garth.
He looks over at you guys, and he has like a tall flask that has like this strange like swirling liquid in it. He's like mixing it up a lot, and he pops the cork, and a whole bunch of smoke starts coming out. And he puts the cork back on it and starts coughing. Keeps shaking it. If you guys want to talk to him again, you guys can. But he's.
Hey, it's me, Garth, from the sewer. You remember it, man? Bundo!
Hi. Hi. I'm working.
We'll see you later, Bundo. Have a nice work.
Yeah. Bye. Well, that was awkward. All right. So you guys continue making your way towards the your little hideout area, and you do see Sonnet is kind of like paced around a little square, and it's been kind of like kicking some dirt away from like her current like sleep bed area, and is trying to do a little bit of like housework or cleanup stuff. While you guys were away, you just see her like kick away. She hasn't noticed you guys yet. She looks to be like kind of like deep in thought, and then she kind of sits down and puts her feet in the water and kind of like plays with her feet in the water. It's sewer water, but she's still sitting there doing it like in thought. And as you guys come into the area, and then she goes, "Oh, hello, welcome back." And you see, lean over and like, it's strangely like still very like smooth in how she's able to like move her way around to get up without any arms, and like she does it before like you think about it, it's like, how the hell did she do that? Like it was wait, how do you elegantly get up without any arms? And she does it just fine somehow. So
how do you open doors without arms? I'm just kind of curious if you can.
She lifts up a leg, and you see like her feet can actually like split and almost look like a hand. She's like, I can do some stuff, but it kind of scares people, so I try not to do it in public. So and then like her foot kind of like recloses, and it looks back like a regular shoe again. Like her feet look like all part of her is just like actual robot, but it's designed to look like natural clothing almost for her exterior, if that makes sense.
Kind of T1000th.
Yeah.
Or what's the one that was?
It's the T3000.
The one that was horrible, but it was still okay.
I mean, you could. Isn't it the T1000 is the Terminator 2?
Well, yeah, T1000 was all liquid, and then the T3000 had like a hybrid.
Oh,
thing.
I didn't know, but I didn't watch anything past Terminator 2. So.
Oh,
was that Terminator 3?
Terminator 3. Yeah, the one where she had like the exoskeleton / the liquid metal. Maybe she was the 3000. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she was like the 1000 Mark II. So she kind of demonstrates that her limbs her current legs are a bit more malleable than what they appear. So
gross.
Nice. Well, cool.
So you guys had some questions for her, or?
I would like to ask her if the things that we talked about with Nike, if she thinks that I'll be able to attach to her, or basically like if she'd be okay with getting like downgraded arms until we can find a way to possibly get the mercurial metal to kind of replace her true arms.
Yeah, and she'll kind of explains like, yeah, even just one arm at this point would be very beneficial. If she has even just one arm, she can actually feel comfortable going outside and doing some stuff on her own as well.
What can we do about her like face and stuff, or do we have to wait for the mercurial metal for that?
For a full repair, you need mercurial metal. She explained like that she need the same material that's on the visible portion to be on the other. Not a whole lot for just the face part. But she would need that essentially to be able to do that.
You have a preference on like arm style, like color, or like Yeah, like model number or anything like that. I mean, other than your like, mercurial metal stuff.
I didn't have. Hold on. I got the modulator. Might as well activate it.
Sunset's arms look pretty good to you.
Those arms are a bit too bulky for what I need, but if that's all you can find, that should be appreciable. Something that would be nice is something that at least an opposable thumb and 3 digits, so a total of 4 digits. 5 preferable, but 4 is fine. And standard motion would be nice. Anything like a typical like arm, like sword, arm, or anything like that would not be super helpful, as I cannot really operate and manipulate other tools with that. But if you can find just a standard arm, would be great. For the rest, I don't think you'll be able to find limbs quite like I had originally. I will probably have to work alongside someone to recreate the best they were. That for we can. She already has like some like that are very like Arabic style clothing that she's already currently wearing. It's just like for certain parts where like her feet are exposed, and like where her arms are or were that are exposed, and then like she has like a hood / cowl that she puts over.
Turn the voice modulator off.
No.
Sorry if it was just really hard to understand.
It's a great effect, but it is a little.
Yeah. So so yeah, for the most part though, she is wearing like she does have like standard clothes on. That she currently wears. So it's very much a lot of grays and whites and blacks that she wears. A little bit more Arabic style. And she has like that, as I was saying, a hood / cowl that she puts on. And with the bandages over her face, it kind of like just melds in enough that she looks human enough if she's trying to look like a human at the time. Or humanoid, I should say.
Cool.
I asked
I would
them
like to.
not my own spit.
Yeah, your own voice modulator.
I swear I'm not sick.
But yeah,
I'd like
so
to clean up our like area as best I can.
Yeah, if you guys want to spend either the rest of the day kind of cleaning up and whatnot, just making sure there's no like filth or whatnot that's on the sides. You guys will need to probably bring in a little bit of materials in.
What are you doing? That's how we know if people are walking around in here. Like, how am I supposed to track things if there's not a good layer of dust?
Garth, Sonnet is here all the time.
Shit. All right, I need my dust.
I'm
You
sure I
want the
can.
dust.
I can give you a pile of dust in your area if you would like, Garth.
Oh, it's like the whole perimeter. I need it. Like, how am I supposed to track who's been where, who's doing what, if you're all getting rid of all the dust?
I'll keep an eye on the comings and goings of this area for the time being while I'm still bound to the zone.
Are you saying your skills are bound to how much dust there is in the area? I thought you were better than that, Garth.
Romancer, yes. Dust-based magic.
That's good to
is
know.
the only way to do it.
Dust makes the man, I see.
I understand. That is a strange concept, but I guess I'll write that in my poetry book.
You guys
Oh, you
Alrighty,
have
so-
hey, Sonnet, remember that old lady that ended up not being an old lady and being like a cat collective old lady Oblex? Do you have any more information on Carolyn Briggs that you kind of like maybe withheld from us during the mission? We gotta go kill her.
What is your passive insight, Garth?
It's higher than yours.
Actually, what's everyone's passive insight here? Whoever's listening on this conversation.
Passive insight, 13.
Really high. I think it's 16.
11.
Does anyone have a 15 or higher?
Yeah, I think I have a 16. Let me see. Let me confirm that.
Oh my gosh, I'm looking for it, but I don't know.
Insight 16.
I'm not sure where it is on this sheet.
It'd be in your skills and abilities. I'll look it up real quick.
Oh, Which is
Your
like,
passive insight is 13, Tyra.
oh, okay.
So Garth, you do pick up as you're like asking about Carolyn Briggs, about the how it wasn't exactly who you guys had initially thought. You see, you're trying to put some stuff together in what you're saying, and she goes, "I'm sorry, I don't know who this Carolyn Briggs is that you speak of."
Yeah, you do.
Explain why you would have why you would have gone after a Carolyn Briggs.
You you gave us the mission to go get a damn bag of holding. You had reconnaissance on Carolyn Briggs and her like dead adventure son then had a bag of holding. You know.
The person I sent you to go seek for the bag of holding was a Peter Landon, male human.
Peter, what the fuck? Wait, was that
They're in the Fallen District, correct?
Wait, what? The bowling wait, so does
the
that
Fallen
check out?
District?
In the Fallen District. Yeah, that does. Check
Fallen
out.
District does check out.
Yeah, but was that the Adventurer's name?
No, Mentor's name was Elrond Briggs.
Hold on, Peter who?
Peter Landon is who she says.
Was that, or what was the name of the guy who had the shop up in the fancy district?
That was hold on, I have it right here.
The magic store.
Shoot, yeah. It is that's one place. Where are you at? Orium. Eltyrion was his name.
Eltyrion?
Eltyrion was the shop owner's name.
He was like an elf or something.
Eltyrion motive.
You guys are not aware of a Peter Landon at all.
All right, a guy with
That
two
is who she
first
said.
names. No, you're mistaken. You sent us to Carolyn Briggs. She had a bag of holding, but she was also an Obelix. Like, what are you talking about, Sonnet?
That everything checks out, but the name.
Here's the bag of holding. Like, I mean, it you knew where it was. You said Carolyn Briggs. Like,
Hey, Carolyn Briggs?
as you look at the as she looks at the bag, she goes, "This is a different bag of holding than the one you brought."
What the fuck?
I mean, could she be confused because her docents got pulled out, or are we?
I'll have you make an insight check.
Can I
Yeah.
check the bag of holding too?
The bag of holding is definitely the same one you had.
It definitely is.
The bag of holding is, yes.
Okay.
I'll have everyone make an insight check here.
Okay.
Oh, you boys are doing good. Mine was not good.
I mean, 14's pretty good.
For a half elf.
Garth, you're the one who rolled 20 higher. She doesn't seem like she's lying. She seems to be like, what she's saying is like, no, I didn't say Carolyn Briggs, I said Peter Landon.
All right.
I mean,
do you have Peter Landon? What's Peter Landon's story then? You seem like you're pretty convinced.
Peter Landon, aristocrat, drunkard, likely passed out all the time. And actually kind of explains Peter Landon.
Sounds like a neighbor.
It matches the description.
That dude
of the
next
neighbor.
door?
Yeah.
This is weird.
Huh.
So you do know Peter then?
Yeah, but you
he was
sent
dead.
us to Carolyn Briggs. Is this because your little balls are missing?
No, that information is stored within my own memory confines.
What?
Then how did we get Carolyn Briggs's name? Or because I mean, well, we know the suits are good at, they're good at illusions. Obviously, they made us hallucinate an entire event of the morning. So could they have?
I'm gonna have everyone make a wisdom check here.
Ooh,
You were there.
20. Nat 20.
Nat 20 also.
More than one
We are
nat 20,
on
huh?
it tonight, Garth. On it.
Yeah, we're vibing.
On it for Sonnet. Am I right?
As you guys are kind of like listening to her try to explain Peter Landon and the events. I'll say with the combined group total of being what it is, especially with 2 natural 20s, you guys kind of all simultaneously at some point come to the same conclusion of, while you guys connected to the timeline, you guys seem to be part of a different timeline. It's very, very similar to the one you were passed in, but there are likely minor differences.
So maybe
I killed myself.
isn't that
Yeah, for real. This would blow Garth's mind. It's not like he saw like Star Trek: The Next Generation understands anything about
Just
time.
grabs his head.
Because you guys just grabbed the burnt end and attached it to another end on one of the phrase and whatnot.
Hold on. I look around and say, "You guys remember Carolyn Briggs, right?
Yeah.
Like that is."
Yeah, it would appear that Kikid, our reality is one cohesive reality. However, coming back from the life did not have its not lack of consequences.
All right.
Well,
Great.
As you speak this out loud, Sunset, you feel a sudden shift kind of go through the whole area, including through Sonnet. You guys stay like, it's like a visual shift even, almost like a strange like static like hit as you verbally acknowledge that you guys are in a different area.
Oh shit!
Sonnet also glitches a bit, and she goes, "Is everything okay?"
No, but
Yeah, it's really
you know,
not.
we'll figure it out.
So I would look around and see if they saw that.
Looking
Like-
around, since everyone's
I
the same
saw it.
insight,
The party.
everyone saw it. Yeah.
Okay. And Sonic, did you just experience something odd?
Other than no, just the fact that you guys know of a Carolyn Briggs while you went after a Peter Landon.
Sonic, it appears
Why are you so baggy?
that our return to life is not as seamless as we had hoped. I do not know how to compute other than the fact that our reality before passing was aligned with yours, and now having come back is no longer aligned with your reality.
As you say that again to Sonnet, the reality and around you shifts again. Not as bad.
God damn it!
maybe we need
Freaking reality.
to know how it's different and just pretend that it's always been that way and hopefully not make too many changes, because who knows what kind of changes we're making. We literally could have just killed that guy if he had been alive.
Well, Tyra, this is our time down here. Okay. All right.
I'm not going to roll on the table for that one.
That was the.
It all goes away when we get into Tyra's bucket.
Into
You're not
Troy's
allowed to make
bucket.
Goonies references.
It's our time. It's our time down here. No, you guys will kind of think back a little bit. Kyber did mention that if time itself is made aware of your presence, that it does not like that you are not where you're supposed to be.
So shut the fuck up.
She did
the
say
fuck
that
up.
you can eventually
Time.
get back. You eventually can get back on the same path, but as of right now, you guys are on a separate path than your original one.
We must kill
dead.
time then.
Yeah, fuck time.
Or
Fuck time.
time
fuckers
is
too.
The other.
I mean,
No, I'll leave it.
Let's.
When the DM says, "I'll leave it."
Let's keep
Well,
this
I was
on the
just gonna say
down
something.
low.
Technically, that would. I think you guys would feel more rewarding when you guys figure it out yourself. So
Okay.
I've already
it's
figured
not
it
like
out.
a much needed thing, but
time is a flat circle. We figured that much out already. So
Time
Listen, if
drag.
time is a flat circle, then how is Eberron a square? I don't understand.
everyone's a sphere. I just have to put her on a square for you guys to be able to see it.
Listen. Let's never mention this again, and continue pretending that everything is good. All is exactly as it should be. I am.
And now you guys
me.
make one more wisdom check.
Oh, great!
hey, Sonic. I got a question after I do this thing. Just a sec. I gotta check my wisdom.
I hope it's not an Elder Oblex now. Oh,
Tell me your tell me
Yeah,
your rolls because my
17 here.
Got an 8.
5.
14.
All right, so Chief, you rolled higher than 15.
Yes.
So you surmise that it's likely only outside of mentioning this with outside observers that it gets recognized. So
like
you guys
only
could
with
probably,
us.
you guys could probably talk amongst yourselves about the timeline differences. But if there's an outside observer that views it or hears it, it can cause some ripples.
Did we all just become best friends because we're all from the same timeline?
I will wait to mention that to them until we are alone.
So Sunset's going to speak up and go, I'm not sure if you guys have noticed, but it appears every time
Sunset.
time or reality
Sunset.
being different.
Oh,
Things shift.
Sunset. Oh,
Are you trying to force something?
I'm playing
It's
my
rolling
character.
low.
This is
You guys are
extremely,
super lucky that it
time.
keeps rolling low.
extremely
low.
strange. We cannot
Don't
pretend like
make
this is
time
just
roll.
okay.
hold on. I go up to
We
Sunset and just
know.
whisper in his ear. Let's keep this between the people that remember the old reality. This seems to only happen currently when other people are viewing it.
I understand, yes. I agree with this course of action. You can't just pretend like that would happen and you would just know.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Or
You're
ignore
right.
the fact that it did happen when I said these specific things. I'm just
Hey,
You're
Sonnet.
right.
So Peter Gabriel, did he was he an Oblex? Did we come back
Yes,
and
you guys
complain
did
about
say. Yes, you did say he was indeed an Obelix,
Peter
Oh.
Gabriel. That's from.
Oh yeah, whatever. The Peter guy's
and I
name.
believe his name was Peter Landon.
Landon.
I like how.
That's straight up from Silicon Valley.
Oh yeah, it is.
You got too much wine, bud.
yeah.
Boxes that you
I was
finished.
like, wait, Matt did not literally just steal this name from a TV show, did he? Nope.
No, it's Peter
No.
Landon.
Just drunk.
yeah.
Garth just has a lot of his fermented goat's milk near him.
yeah.
Bear's milk.
This guy, he guards.
So Peter. Okay, all right. So yeah, this is crazy, guys, because Carolyn Briggs could still be alive.
But we don't. But it doesn't matter about her.
No, it doesn't. We don't have any recon though. Well, we got a little bit of recon on that new building, but it's all different.
Well, we can still go in through the sewers.
True.
This does present some imminent issues with our plans. Did Sonnet reply when you asked if there was a
What?
Did Sonnet reply? Garth asked her if she knew if there was an Oblex in that house.
Yeah.
Yes, she
yeah.
said you guys came
Peter
back and
was the
reported that
Obelix,
it was an
not
actual
Carolyn.
Obelix.
But I mean, it could be that like that entire fucking neighborhood is an Obelix. We don't even know. Like it could inhabit several people. And you said Garth ran into Oblexes before. Like
Yeah.
he knows a little bit of what they're capable of.
Yeah, both Garth and Tyra know what Obelixes are capable of. So you guys would know about the simulacrums, how they are with the simulacrums. That the Obelix itself is just a giant, like reddish ooze somewhere, like in hiding, essentially. That's operating the simulacrum. Yeah, so you know it's capable of creating at least 3 or 4 full-size adult simulacrum, or you know a much higher number of smaller simulacrum as an
Possibly
adult.
30 cats.
No, a lot of those cats were
Regular
Obelix
cats.
spawn,
Oh, got it.
and some of them were regular cats. Yeah.
So in this, well, we'll talk about it later, but Peter's still alive.
Possibly.
We have no idea about the neighbors. So maybe we have a different ingress, but yeah, we got to do a whole bunch of different.
Sonnet, when we came
Yes.
back with the bag, did we mention anything about Peter?
Just that you think he was actually dead, and that he was actually what was there was a Obelix.
Got it.
Zach
I'm
doesn't
loving the
know that-
shirtless man.
Poor Zach. David screwed him.
So hot.
It's all right. It's all right. Kylie's not here, and we're not streaming, so we're good.
I
Hey,
we're not
Kaylee's
streaming
not the only
video.
one attracted to men, okay?
what?
That's
What?
true. That's true. I was judgmental of me. Nothing.
I
Text
do have
David
my
Khalil
webcam
quick.
on in here.
Yes, you did.
I've got my webcam on in here. Sorry. I keep the...
Oh, David has his headset on, so you heard us say it. You can't throw a man down like that, David.
I
You
missed
should
it.
have just let him continue living. Oh, and he did it on purpose that time.
Am I gonna have to go back and watch the stream?
I don't know if it's on the stream.
It's not on the stream. I'm not streaming the cameras.
Oh,
Luckily,
what?
because technically a topless, anyone who is topless cannot be on stream.
Topless
so, stream.
humanoid was on stream.
Yeah.
Really?
And we were all
Wait,
better.
where? Oh, was it your brother, Mason?
No,
No. It was
No,
David's roommate.
Were they cute?
They were
about
really
as cute.
cute.
About as cute as me.
No.
About as cute as me. Same
Shut up,
style.
Khalil.
Same style and everything. If you know what I mean.
So
There's my
the pinnacle of male
Yes.
attractiveness.
Yes, the pinnacle. The door is still open, David. So if Zach has to go across again, we're gonna see him.
Yeah. I let him know.
Okay.
The animals.
Okay.
My dog is very
with-
codependent, so if I close the door and he gets in, then he wants out after a while. Then he's out, he'll lose his mind and bug my
Gotcha.
roommate, so.
Okay.
He's okay with it, so therefore we should be okay with it.
Yeah.
And we're not live
Oh,
streaming the video
good.
cameras, so we're okay.
And we are.
But yeah, you do. And you guys surmise that the original quest was to go after. There's a ravioli.
Yeah.
To Peter Landon's place.
Peter Landon.
We are at 9:00. So I know we only had a 2-hour stream, but we try to end at 9 because people need to go to bed. So we will be cutting it there. You guys kind of have a plan for, or have an idea of what to expect for next session. This also helps me because I can actually furnish the homes again. I had to clean it all up because it's different timeline, and so I can refurnish them now. So
Yeah, but
Just to be sure, everyone else has noticed that we are not just kidding.
What did I Sunset, what did I just say to you?
now I do want to kind of spoil something. I want to make sure it loads for you guys.
Just don't do it.
No, it's not like story based. This is a potential encounter map for you guys. I'm going to activate the scene. I believe it pulls you guys to it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's
Load it. See,